Example, express the confidence interval. Here they have given the confidence interval. Let me write that down. They have given the confidence interval. It is from 19.2%, so it is in terms of proportion, to 33.8%. Maybe it is like 19.2% up to 33.8% of this class has already completed the homework for module 9. Maybe that's a confidence interval. Okay, this is how they have given the confidence interval. We have to write this in the form p hat, that is the point estimate, plus or minus margin of error. We have to change these to p hat plus or minus margin of error. Meaning of that is we need p hat and we need margin of error. So if you think of the interval, because we have been doing this for a long time now, in the middle you have the point estimate. In this case it is p hat. This side you'll have p hat minus margin of error, and on the other side you'll have p hat plus margin of error. So by doing this, you know that on this end, you have the left end of the interval, which is 19.2. So this value, p hat minus margin of error, is 19.2. This is 19.2%. And on the other end, this value is 33.8%. 33.8%. Now, what I need to do is I need to find this p hat, which is exactly in the middle, and also I need margin of error. Now, we want to find this middle value because we have 19.2 here and 33.8 here. If you want to find the value which is exactly in the middle, what you have to do is you have to add those two and divide by 2 to get the middle value. So your p hat, which is in the middle, this one in the middle, is equal to 19.2 plus 33.8 divided by 2. 19.2 plus 33.8 is 53 divided by 2, and 53 divided by 2 is 26.5%. So this value in the middle is 26.5%. That is your p hat. So margin of error, you can write ME is equal to, so it will be 33.8 minus 26.5 or 26.5 minus 19.2. I'm going to do 33.8 minus 26.5. So if you subtract that, you should get 7.3%. That is your margin of error. So once we have p hat and margin of error, now let's write the interval in this form. So our interval was p hat plus or minus the margin of error. We have to write that. This is what we want. P hat plus or minus margin of error. So p hat is 26.5. 26.5 plus or minus the margin of error is 7.3. 7.3. So this is all in percentage. So it is 26.5 plus or minus 7.3%. So that is how we can change the interval written in this form to this one. Here the interval is given from 19.2 up to 33.8, which is same as 26.5 plus 7.3, you'll get this value. 26.5 minus 7.3, you'll get that value.